So another aspect of this machine is the bearing arms. This is the bearing arm. Bearing arm is bearing armature. Here's the bearing on the side. This is your bearing arm. It's holding the bearing. So we make them in both aluminum and brass, and the difference between aluminum and brass, the relevant difference in this particular case between aluminum and brass is aluminum is lighter than brass. Brass is heavier and denser. So the characteristics of the machine are changed by changing the bearing arm. Aluminum would be preferred for delicate lines, small lines, maybe a super fine 3 needle, or you also might want to use it for layering ink. So let's say you wanted to do multiple passes over the same section of skin without traumatizing it. You might use the aluminum bearing arm for that. If you wanted to do heavy single pass lines or solid saturation and packing, then you might want to use the brass bearing arm. The brass is going to have a heavier hit versus the aluminum will have a lighter hit. The aluminum also runs a little bit smoother than the brass. The brass is just a harder, heavier hitting material. All machines come standard with the brass bearing arm, and you can use just the brass, or you can also use just the aluminum. If you want your machine to come standard with aluminum, give us a call or just put a note in the customer notes on your checkout that you prefer to have the aluminum bearing arm rather than the brass. And they're sold separately, so if you want to try them both, you can do that as well. When it comes to installation, it's real simple. There's a set screw on the side here and a provided Allen key. So the wider opening goes up so that the cam can fit into it. So you put that onto the motor shaft so that it falls all the way to the bottom. Then you turn it so that one of these side access holes is aligned with the set screw. And then insert your Allen key into that set screw and turn it. You don't need to over tighten that, it's really just like a finger tightening. And then you're done. Swapping the same thing, realign it, back that out a little bit. Wider opening at the top, drop it in, align it with that hole, and tighten it down, and you're done.